Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's performance of Stories from nOg. Go ahead. It's been a real long time since we've been in front of an audience, and we are so excited to have you all back here at the Stahl Family Theater. We've had a great run so far, and I cannot believe that this show is closing tonight. 3 more weeks. Okay, we'll see. So I'm here to give you a couple of announcements at the beginning. First, please silence all cell phones or watches or anything that might upstage the actors or distract those people around you. Having said that, we are about to transport to another time and another place. So it is time for us to remember those who came before us. And so tonight we recognize that we here at St. Patrick High School create art and take classes on the land that once belonged to the Kickapoo, the Sioux, the Miami, the Peoria, and the Potawatomi. We thank them so much for caring for this land as we now care so much for this land. At this time, I want to welcome everybody, especially all the faculty and staff who are here. Thank you so much for coming out and celebrating with our community. This is such a great moment for us to be able to say goodbye, surrounded by all the people that love all of what we do here on the stage. And so thank you very much for that. If you would like to, free admission is a wonderful benefit that we are able to provide, and we love that we can do that. But if you would like to donate some money, or know anyone who would like to donate to the theater department or to St. Patrick High School itself, you will find out in the atrium flyers that will give you a QR code that you can just snap a picture of and go to our website to give a little bit. $5, $5,000, $10, $50, $100,000, whatever, pocket change that you have lying around. Well, we thank you again so much for being here. Please put your hands together and join the Salmon Fire Festival that is Stories from nOg. Thank you so much.
This is the night when the gateway between our world and the spirit world is thinnest. Tonight is a night to call out to those who came before. Tonight, I honor my ancestors. Hear me, dear nOg, the land of youth. Spirits of my fathers and mothers, I call to you and welcome you to join me for this night.
Samhain is here, cold is the earth, as we celebrate the cycle of death and rebirth. Tonight we speak to those through the veil. The lines between worlds are thin and frail.
Remember, all of you, you are dead but not forgotten, and you live on within me and within those who are yet to come.
Welcome all to this year's Festival of Fire, the celebration of Swan. And a special welcome to ye all. I would like to introduce my grandchildren, Neve and Finn. And you can just call me Dada. Everybody does. We come here tonight on the eve of Samhain as the veil between our world and the world of she, or fairy folk, is at its thinnest. They go by many names: the Fae, the wee ones, the good folk, and even the invisible ones. Perhaps you shall see one tonight. But first, a history lesson, the Book of Invasions, or how the Irish got their land. Well, eventually. Our first story, the story of Kesser. So, the story goes, Kesser was the granddaughter of Noah. One night, she had a dream that a great flood would come and wipe out all of her people. So, she had 3 arks built to carry her 50 women, her brother, her father, the pilot, as well as her husband, Fintan MacBoffer. Now, Fintan was a druid, and that means that the powers of the Fae swirled about him, and when the great flood came to claim Kesser's people, Fintan was transformed into a salmon. For 300 years, Fintan swam across the world as a salmon, until one day he was transformed into a hawk. He soared high above the lands and collected many stories. It has been said that Fintan MacBoffer has become all the creatures known to humankind, as well as a few yet to be discovered. His journey seems to have no end, and thus he holds all the knowledge of this world, as well as that of the invisible world. Our next story, the story of the Furball.
So, the story goes. Innisfail, the Isle of Destiny, Ireland, saw new people upon their shores. They were known as the Furball, or the men of bags, on account of how they carried bags of soil with them, all the way from Greece. The Furball were an enslaved people who overcame their lot, and they brought with them all the bounties and treasures of nature. The Furball planted and created life, they fought for their place, and they came to find a home here. All was well until the giant monsters known as the Fomorians again enslaved the Furball.
Our next story, the story of the Tuatha De Danann.
So, the story goes, the Furball cared for these lands until the huge and terrifying monsters known as the Fomorians appeared and forced the Furball back into enslavement. It was then that a group of people known as the Tuatha De Danann came to Ireland in order to take the land for themselves. As they landed, they were greeted by the goddess, Dana, who brought them to 4 mythic cities, each learning from druids skilled in magic and science. The druids taught the Tuatha De Danann their secrets, and each was granted a treasure which wished to return to the shores of Ireland. The Sword of Light, a weapon that once drawn, none could resist it and none could escape from it. The Spear of Lure, a weapon that made its wielder unconquerable. The Stone of Destiny, that would cry out in joy whenever the true ruler came near. and finally, the cauldron of Dagny. With this, no one would ever go hungry. With these treasures, the two of the Diamond returned to Ireland, where they fought the primordial monsters. The two of the Diamond leader, Lou, ultimately faced off with the Fomorian leader, Baylor. With a single stone thrown at Baylor's single eye, the two of the Diamond defeated the Fomorians and became the rulers of the land. The Furball divided up the land into 5 separate counties, and they named high kings to rule over them.
Our final story, the story of the Milesians.
So the story goes. The true ancestors of the Irish people, the Milesians, came to the land ruled by the Toothed Dawn. The two tried to keep the Milesians out, but their Druid, American, was able to get them ashore. The Toothed Dawn and the Milesians fought, negotiated, and vied for the land until American was able to call a truce. The Milesians met with the 3 high kings on the sacred hill of Tara, the place where kings would claim their throne. There, the goddesses of the earth bargained with American, and the island would be named after each of them. American agrees, and Milesians take their boats 9 waves away from the island, only for the Tua to create a dark storm around it to keep the Milesians away. American steps out on the deck of the ship and cries out for a set, please, with the land of Ireland itself to remove the storm. The storm disappears, and the Milesians make one last negotiation. The Milesians will rule the world above ground, and the Tua the other world as the She, people of the mounds.
So welcome one and all. Celebrate, eat, drink, and be merry, for the portal between this world and the other closes by next dawn.
Dado, this might have been my favorite opening to the festival yet.
It was a success. What do you say, Finn?
Dado, did you know that there are tombs here in Ireland that were built in such a way that they align with the sunrise?
Ooh, could we visit them, Dado?
I suppose we can try. Oh, but the government has them all tightly locked up, even tonight.
But we're druids, Dado. Is it locked up even to us?
Even to us, even tonight.
It says here we'd be subject to a fine, as well as
much worse if you disturb the fair folk. Remember, never run afoul of the sheep, children. A druid's work is to
respect and honor the balance of nature, to record and remember the stories of our people, and to honor those who came before us by caring for the world yet to be.
I know that it is just tonight I get to see you, children, but you are growing into fine young druids. Soon there won't be much left for me to teach you.
Dado, don't say that.
Something does feel different about tonight, though. Well, remember what I've taught you, and don't go losing your heads at the festival, or you might just wake up tomorrow with a brand new pair of donkey ears.
We won't, Dado.
You know, Finn, I think you look really good with donkey ears.
The next performance is about to start. We need you for the Coup Colo story.
Oh, that's my favorite! The one where he gets his name by defeating his master's dog in combat. You need me to play Cucullin, I suppose?
No, Dill. We need you to play, the dog.
That's the 3rd year in a row. Alright, off you go, children. I'll be seeing you later.
Bye, Dado.
You know, Finn, I'm serious. I think you'd look really good with donkey ears.
Yeah, right. I'd have to miss school just to get that hex removed.
But high school English is pointless. Why do we need to learn vocabulary when we own dictionaries?
I can look up any information I need.
Well, what if one day you don't have your phone? Or there's no Wi-Fi signal? Or...
Stop talking crazy, Neve. The digital divide is shrinking every day. Today, 35% of developing countries have broadband, but in a few years...
Finn, someone is coming.
What? The next festival performance is that way.
They don't look like they're here for the festival. Quick, hide!
Come, children. It's bright out here. Smoky. For 900 years shall you fly with the birds, until such time as a sweet bell is heard.
Swan transformation. I'll investigate.
Finn, this is serious. Don't you know who that was?
Of course. This is the classic story of the children of Lear. And it's very nice makeup too. Nice special effects.
Help! We need to do something.
You're right. We should find Dotto.
There's no time. We need to go now. It's our duty as druids.
Neve, we're not ready. Wait for me. Stop rushing me. That's interesting. It says here that human heads may have been the original jack-o'-lanterns.
Finn?
What?
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I don't know what you're seeing.
The trees?
What's going on with the trees?
They're moving.
Wow, a lot of ideas were stolen by Christianity.
Finn, look up from your phone. Look at the trees.
I'm looking at the trees right now. They seem fine to me. You're just imagining things.
They're closer now. Whoa!
Hey! Okay, you were being serious that time.
Finn, where did you go?
I don't know. Where'd you go?
Actually, I don't know, but they're definitely moving around us.
Why didn't you tell me you were being serious?
What do you think I was trying to do?
You know, when you're making stuff up like that all the time, it's hard to tell when it's a joke and when it's not.
Finn?
Neve! Stay where you are. I'll come find you. Neve?
There you are.
I think something strange is happening in these woods.
Yes, this is not just a festival.
We need to tell Dotto.
Finn and Neve, children of the Innisfell.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Finn and Neve.
Yeah?
Your world is in danger.
It's coming from this portal.
Be careful, Neve. This looks like...
It looks like a fairy tree. A portal to
Tyrannus.
Indeed, young druids. And your world is in peril.
But I thought the portal between worlds on Salmon was just a crack.
This doesn't look like a crack to me.
But it's supposed to close at the end of Salmon.
But this is too big. How will it close in one day?
Oh, and Finn, Tyrannus is more than just the land of eternal youth. There are fairy stories that are good, and fairy stories that...
Transform children into swans?
So that was real. We need to close this portal before anyone else gets hurt.
To close the gate at the set of sun, 3 tasks must be done.
Tasks?
3.
A riddle!
To close the gate at end of day, 2 young druids must find their way.
We need to find Dotto.
To close the gate and save your land, a quest of the Triad is near at hand.
There's no time to find Data. We'll need to solve this ourselves.
I don't know.
I do. Spirits and fairies, we will take up this quest. We will close this gate.
Are you sure, Neve?
To close the gate, you will pay a fee. Now listen, children, closely to me.
Finn, this is serious.
I know, this is all so cool. Don't worry, I'll write down the riddles.
1. I believe in the sun, even when it is not shining.
I believe in the sun, even when it is not shining.
Does that mean light or bright light? The sun or you, a sun?
2. I believe in myself, even when I am all alone.
I believe in myself, even when I am all alone.
Oh, Finn, I don't much like the sound of that riddle.
3. I believe in hope, even when the night seems like it will never end.
I believe in hope, even when the night seems like it will never end.
Finn, I'm not sure what that one means.
Answer these questions 3 before the end of Samhain Day, or the magic of the fair folk will again hold sway.
That does sound kind of cool, though.
Finn! No, it doesn't. There is a balance to things.
Says the girl who gets distracted by her own shadow and can't keep still for 5 seconds.
What does that have to... You know what? You think you're so much smarter than me just because you're a few minutes older than me. I bet you barely even noticed if I walked off while you were staring at your screen.
Excuse me, I'm looking up how to close an interdimensional portal to the land of eternal youth, if you don't mind.
Fine, then it looks like I'll have to solve these riddles by myself. What was that?
Well, that's fine by me. You and Dotto always tell me that being a druid is more than looking things up and knowing everything. Neve, where'd you go? Neve, this isn't funny. Where did you go? We need to do this together. The portal boy said, "Hey, it's mine! Give it back!" Oh, come on!
Welcome back to the festival, everybody. Are you all having a wonderful time? That's what I like to hear. Now, it is time for another story. And this story will be told by my grandson, Finn. So, Finn, take it away. Come on out, Finn. Don't be shy. Our next tale will be told by me, the story of Oshin in Tyrannus. So, the story goes, one day, Oshin was hunting in the forest with his father Finn, when they came upon a beautiful woman astride a horse. She called herself Neve, and upon seeing each other, Oshin and Neve fell deeply in love. Neve asked if Oshin would come with her to her home in Tyrannus, the land of eternal youth. So he jumped up onto her horse, and they rode off into the fog, where soon they came upon the fabled land of eternal youth, where the Irish gods, the Tuatha Dé Danann, lived. Oisin and Eve were married and lived in bliss. When he wanted food, bountiful plates of delicious-smelling delicacies were at his fingertips. When he summoned them, musicians would play otherworldly music to entice his senses. He was able to hunt creatures he had never known before, and every night, his wounds would magically heal themselves. Oisin had all he could ever want. But he missed his father, his friends, and his family back home. So, one day, he told Eve that he wanted to return to Ireland, and she wished him well, but warned him to never step foot off the horse that carried him back. When he returned to Ireland, he saw a world that was almost unrecognizable. His family castle was overgrown with plants. He saw a struggling family of farmers who wished to lift a boulder in their way, and, forgetting Eve's warning, he stepped off the horse, lifted the boulder, and threw it away. Instantly, he was transformed into an old man. Scared, Oisin called out to his father and his friends. Father! But the farmers told him they had only known those names from the distant past of 300 years ago. Time had aged Oisin, irreversibly, and when he looked out into the distance, although his vision was leaving him, he swore he could see his love, astride her horse, as young as the day they had met, reaching out for her beloved Oisin, and then disappearing into the fog. Thank you all, thank you. Continue to enjoy the festival. I think it's high time I go find my grandchildren. But first, a dance and music.
You! Give that back! Wait, weren't you just... How many of you are there? Which one has my phone? I don't have time for this. I get it. You're Pukas, aren't you? Which one of you has my phone? Just give me my phone! Knock it off! Neve! I'm coming, Neve. I just need my phone. There you are. What did they do to you? I'm coming, Neve. Stay there.
So, Finn, tell me, what do we have when our little of knowledge fails us.
Our wisdom. But Dado, I can fix my phone.
Aye, but can you fix it before these wee ones have managed their mischief? I think it's time we do a little fishing, Finn.
What do you mean?
Do you remember the story of the Salmon of Knowledge?
Dado, I don't need the salmon of knowledge. The internet knows everything.
But it is not just about knowing everything, Finn. It is about how you use that knowledge. So again I ask, do you remember the story of the Salmon of Knowledge?
I think so. Alright, I forgot. So the story goes, there once was a wise old druid named Finnegas. And while he knew all there was to know about art and the trees, science and the world, there was more he wanted to know.
True. And it is also true that he had a young apprentice by the name of Finn McCool. Now Finnegas had read the prophecy that a man named Finn would catch and eat the Salmon of Knowledge, and thus learn all the mysteries of the world. So the wise old druid set out to fish. Shall we go fishing, Finn?
Daniel, this isn't... You don't expect that. I mean, this isn't really gonna... Daniel, this isn't... Is it?
The hero, Finn, now a young man, studied under this great sage. For 7 years, Finnegas had watched the salmon of the river closely, until one day he got a tug on his fishing line, and he pulled in the most glorious salmon he had ever seen.
No way!
He told Finn to cook the fish with the strict instruction not to eat it before his master. So, Finn began to cook the fish over the fire. And he noticed an area of the skin began to blister up. So he took his thumb, popped it, and burning himself, he instinctually brought his thumb to his mouth. Ow! Instantly, he had gained the knowledge of all things. When Finnegas found out, he was furious, until he remembered the prophecy said a man named Finn would gain the knowledge of the world. So, for the rest of his days, whenever Finn needed to solve a problem, he would stick his thumb into his mouth.
Did I just gain...
A bit of common sense? Well, here's hoping. I'll be seeing you and your sister before the night is over, yes?
Neve, that's right! Oh, I've gotta find her.
Oh, make sure to meet me before the night is over. Oh, and remember, Finn, I believe in myself, even when I am all alone.
That was a... Oh! We've solved one of the riddles to the doorway to nOg. Deal with the matter at hand, Finn. In order to find me, first I have to get past the sheet. Alright, here goes. Beware what deals you make with the fair folk. They don't always play fair, but they love to play. Honor them with milk and honey, and never step into a fair ring unless otherwise invited. Oh, I got it. Excuse me.
Excuse me? You.
How about we play a game?
A game, we want to play a game.
Yes, what's your plan, Finn? We're looking for treasure.
Treasure?
A game, you want to play a game?
Yes, we will play hide and seek. We must seek out the girl, Neve, who was lost somewhere. I need your help with folk who are fair. I'll make it fun. Find my sister. The game is won.
You're terrible at poetry.
I suppose. Neve is more the poet.
Wanna play?
If you play a game,
You wanna play?
Yes. Let's play hide and seek. Let's go find Neve.
hide and seek, hide and seek, hide and seek. Hide and seek, hide and seek, hide and seek. You want to play a game? Hide and seek, hide and seek. Hide and seek, hide and seek, hide and seek.
Finn? Wolf? Where are you, Wolf? Please, give me back my...
Your heart, dear? Are you so sure that you want it?
Aoife? Are you behind beast, and I am not going to learn to be an evil witch like you.
Very well.
What did you do to me?
I'm running out of time, dear. It is such a dark night. However shall you find the light inside to conquer such a darkness?
I will, and I'll do it without you.
Well, what are you still waiting for? Go, find her! Make her choose, darkness or light. I'm sure she'll choose what's right.
Where did that little girl go? I need to find her right now. She must have went that way. Oh, I'll find you.
I have to get away from that wolf. Finn!
I could have sworn I heard Neve come this way. Thumb, don't fail me now. Where is Neve? Come on, Thumb, where is Neve?
That is not how knowledge or wisdom works, my boy.
Then what am I gonna do? I need to find Neve.
It looks like we have more dangerous matters in our hands. Look to the sky.
No, it's not. It can't be.
Finn! Oh, there you are. I'm being chased by
A dragon!
Oh, what?
I hope the story would not cross over. So, the story goes...
Now get to the dragon part!
Each and every Salmon, a mighty fire-breathing dragon would stalk the hills of Tara as the High Kings would feast. The greatest warriors could not slay it, the finest magicians could not bewitch it. You could tell of its arrival because of the music it would play. Its song would put everyone to sleep.
Well, then let's kill it.
Neve, your arm.
Back off, Finn. Let me handle this.
Neve, you're not yourself. You're a wolf!
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Then, just take the story. Touch that to your temple, and good luck, children.
Finn, I know I'm not supposed to give in to the darkness,
You're right. Don't give in.
but it's not about defeating the darkness. The light and dark are both parts of me.
Quickly, Neve. Touch this to your forehead so you won't fall asleep. Get ready. Because here it comes!
Two tasty little bites. But why? Why aren't you asleep?
We are a lot smarter than your average warriors and magicians, mighty dragon.
We are druids.
We shall see how brave your children are.
I'm scared, Neve.
I know, Finn, but we can't let that stop us. We need to defeat this dragon in order to save Salmon. Use the spear. Aim for its heart. Aim true. Hey, dragon, wanna know how your story ends?
How to know?
Though she was scared, the young druid distracted the dragon, while her brother pierced it through its heart with the spear. Finn, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. You?
I'm fine, but I was so worried. Where were you?
I saw the Rashid, and let me tell you, they're just like Dado said they were. They helped me to find you. Where were you?
I saw Aoife again, and there was this wolf. It's a long story, but I'm so glad you're okay.
Me too. And look, Neve, the trees.
They seem so gentle now.
And the leaves are so green.
They know that it's time. Are you ready, Finn?
I think so.
Me too.
And so am I, children.
We think that we solved the riddles.
I know. I saw. We all saw. And the night is ending, children.
We know. Tyrannino, we have come to close this gate.
To close the gate, the riddles 3 must be solved for your world to be free.
We got this, Finn.
I know, Neve. I know.
I believe in the sun, even when it is not shining.
I know that I have darkness inside. I've seen it, faced it, and embraced it. It's not about the light defeating the darkness. It's about the light and darkness existing together in harmony.
You are correct, human child. Love life and do no evil in this world or the next.
Thank you. Finn, it's your turn. Tyrannino, the next riddle, please.
I believe in myself, even when I am all alone.
I realized tonight that I need more than the tools to make a difference. I can have the knowledge and the wisdom, but I also need humor and warmth. I need to be with people and experience life instead of just being near them and watching life.
Bye.
Yes, human child. The individual path that each of us must walk every day by making our own choices will be fraught. We all must practice bravery and seek wisdom.
Thank you.
You have learned so much tonight, young druids. So, it is time for the final riddle. Are you ready?
Ready for what?
Yeah, what do you mean, Dado?
I mean, it is time to say our goodbyes.
I hate that we only see you once a year.
Well, Samhain is the only time of year when we spirits can cross over to your world, children. The night is ending, so it is time for all spirits and Fae to cross back over. And when we close this portal, I'm not sure if I'll be able to cross back over like this again.
What do you mean?
Tyrannino, the last riddle, please.
I believe in hope, even when it seems like the night will never end.
I'll think about you each day.
I don't understand. You can always cross over and solve it, Dado. Why is this different?
Well, Finn, it is time to pass these stories on. You are the tellers now. It is your time to care for this world and teach our wisdom.
But what if we don't close this portal, though? What if the shades stay in our world? I don't want to lose you.
I'll miss him too, Finn. But Dado's right.
I believe in hope, even when it seems like the night will never end.
Take a breath, Finn. Take a moment. And then say goodbye.
You're right. I'm sorry for being so selfish.
Your feelings aren't wrong, Finn. You need to feel them, and you need to express them. Just remember that you are my hope, both of you. This is not cruelty. It is nature. All human and she, spirit and God, are bound by nature's laws. And although this is the last chapter of my story, I will live on in your stories. As Finn McCool, as Cucullin, as Morrigan, and as Queen Maeve live on in the stories of our people. Keep them alive. For we are a people who have survived.
We are people who have learned from our past.
We are a people whose spirit is unbreakable.
Even though we have moved to America, we carry with us our history. There are so many ways to be Irish. For some, it is a day of the year. For some, it is a parent or grandparent, or were all of them, their memories, their stories. A whisper and an accent of a grandmother's song, recognized only 40 years later. A recipe taken for granted that is suddenly found to be an inheritance. A dream dragging us back in time, or forward, into literature, history, music. All taken together, in the best of cases. Irishness is a living, breathing thing that firmly anchors us into multiple worlds simultaneously. The island of Ireland, the homes of the diaspora, the past and the future. Historic ruins, grand and modest and sacred and profane. Museums, pubs, churches, graveyards.
And our children.
I know you have to go, Dotto, and I know we need to continue.
Goodbye, children. I love you both very much.
We love you.
Goodbye. Hey, have a signal again. I can put my phone away and savor the moment.
What happened tonight, Finn? I mean, those stories, did they really happen to us?
Neve, you know the story of the Giant's Causeway?
I do. So the story goes, Finn the Cool.
Finn is a giant in this story.
Right. The giant Finn lived in Northern Ireland. He was staring out to sea one day when he saw another giant all the way across the sea in Scotland. That giant's name was Benidorm, and from what Finn could see,
That Benidorm was mad.
in fact, Benidorm was threatening Ireland itself. Finn retaliated by tearing up huge chunks of the ancient coastline and hurling them into the sea. This newly created path paved a route across the water to reach Scotland. This, however, turned out to be a very bad idea, as Benidorm was a massive giant, much bigger than Finn. But Finn's wife was very smart. When Benidorm came to Finn's house to challenge him, she dressed Finn up as a baby and convinced Benidorm that Finn was actually Finn's baby. Benidorm, believing that any giant with a child that large must be even bigger than him, rushed back to Scotland, tearing away as much of the causeway as he could in order to put as much distance between Ireland and himself as possible.
And thus the myth of the Giant's Causeway was born. I love that story.
Finn, could that story really be true?
Well, realistically, it was like performed over 60 million years ago during a period of volcanic activity.
Finn,
I like the story better, though.
me too. We should probably head home.
Did you know that each column is near perfectly hexagonal in shape? It's lasting reminder of the world's natural beauty.
Oh,